What a win! On a night when, everybody was injured. Cause holy shit, they didn't have Gallagher, they didn't have Tata, they didn't have Polly Byron, they didn't have Captain Shea Weber, Price is still MIA, so is Drouin, but somehow the Habs, they managed to win this one. Impressive. Junkie is impressed. And if you're a Jets fan right now, you're not having a very good time. I understand that, okay? Believe me. Us Habs fans, we can relate. That is the 6th straight loss for the Jets. At a time of the year when, you want to be winning these games, man. You don't want to be going into the playoffs on a sour note. That is for shizzle. And just a little observation that I made. When the Habs, when they played against the Flames did a really good job at keeping the Habs to the perimeter. They really limited the quality scoring chances, and ultimately it sucked the life out of them, man. And then the Leafs. Fuck the Leafs. We won't even get into that. But the Jets, man, I felt like they really had a terrible time here in their own end. They just gave up too many chances. And listen, when you got a guy like Trevor frickin' Lewis scoring 2 goals in a game, you better be winning that game. No offense, Louis, my boy. My God. Yeah, not a good time for Jets fans, but for Habs fans, let's rejoice. We really needed something to be excited over. 5 goals in a game? Yeah, that's like finding a $100 bill in your own turd. A real rarity. And what the hell was up with all the Habs defensemen having greasy mustaches overnight? Holy shit. Somehow Jeff Petrie turned into Jeff Jeremy overnight. Like, holy shit, I was thinking, ain't no way they're gonna be allowed near any schools looking like this. Just saying. But since they decided to go 1970 sheriff deputy, they haven't lost a game. Granted, it's only been 1. So let's see who's up for the next mustache ride. Come on down, Senators. Come on down. Anyway, geeks, that's enough. That's enough with that shit. Let's start the game review, you filthy animals. Okay, so the first period starts, and right off the hop here, the Habs, they decide to get the dementia line on the ice right away. Cause you gotta let your old dogs run around a little bit and get their legs going at the beginning of the game, right? I mean, Michael Frolik, this guy has barely played this year. And I don't know if any of you guys noticed this, but I did see Ducharme and Burrows with a can of WD-40 each before the game, just greasing up the old hinges on this old dog. But believe it or not, this was the best line of the first period. Holy shit. They get quite a few shots. They get a lot of zone time. And within the first 5 minutes of the game, Jeff Petrie also gets a couple of chances too. And the Habs begin out shooting the Jets early in this one. And things are looking good. Right up until the Jets, they decide, hey, let's take a penalty here and make these guys look stupid for a bit. And that's exactly what happens. The Habs go on a power play, and to be quite honest, and this might just be the most pathetic power play attempt I have ever seen in my entire life. There wasn't one single player that I can single out here, no, as they were all collectively bad. The power play came to an end, and like a minute later, Paul Stastny gets the puck. He figures, what the hell? He goes in, takes a shot, and beats Jake Allen. And even though the Habs have nearly doubled the Jets in shots, won't you look at that? Another game, another deficit to come back from early. Oi, yoy, yoy. The period comes to an end, and that's that. Now after the second period, and wow, this was an exciting period. Whatever we seen going on, in those few games against Calgary, this was the exact opposite. Just a few minutes into this one, it's Harkins firing a pass over to Trevor Lewis, who will forever now be known at the Bell Center as Trevor Luvechkin. Cause he wires a freaking wrist shot here, top shelf, bar down. Honest to God, I'm still in denial. I can't believe it. I can't believe that this was Trevor Lewis taking these kind of shots. No offense again, Louis. So 2-0 now for the Jets until a couple of minutes later, the Habs get some pressure in the Jets zone. Armia takes a swipe at the puck. Somehow it ends up behind him. I thought that kind of shit only happened to me. It goes on the stick of Nick Suzuki, and boom! He fires a shot that beats Connor Hellebuck, and now the Habs are back within 1. Time goes by. It feels like the Habs are getting the majority of the chances here. The Habs then get a face-off in the Jets zone. Gustafsson decides to go in and get the puck, but he forgets the most important part of this objective, which is, of course, the part where he gets the puck. Trevor Lewis, though, he gets the puck. He comes into the Habs zone, 2-on-1. Jake Allen is thinking, okay, there ain't no way Trevor Lewis is going to humiliate me again. He's definitely going to pass, and I got this. So Allen begins sliding to his right, but Lewis is like, hell no, I'm going to do it myself. Because you're not playing against the Winnipeg Jets tonight, old buddy. You're playing against Trevor frickin' Lewis. Yeah, Trevor Luvechkin. He takes a shot that beats Jake Allen up high again, and the Jets are now up 3-1. Time goes on. The Habs get a hell of a lot of pressure in the Jets zone. Caulfield hits the post, and he had a hell of a shift here. And then the very next shift for that same line, they get a 4-on-2 in the Jets zone, and it's our Terry Lehkonen firing a puck up high that gets past Connor Hellebuck, and now we got a 3-2 game. A few minutes later, Josh Morrissey takes a penalty for Holland Feldeno. He doesn't like it. The refs tell him, hey, get the hell in the box, man, or I'll pistol whip you. Morrissey gets in the box, the Habs get a power play, and believe it or not, this one was much better. They win the draw and get quite a bit of pressure right away, and finally, Nick Suzuki gets the puck in the slot. He begins loading up a wrist shot here. Everybody is waiting for it. You know, he makes the swinging motion, and yeah, he misses it. Everybody's looking towards Hellebuck, but little do they know, the puck looks like a curling rock here trickling its way to Joel Armia, who takes notice and he fires the puck 5-hole, beating Connor Hellebuck in a shot I'm sure he'd like to get back. The period is about to come to an end, and Nick Suzuki and Jeff Petrie, with like 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock, they get a huge chance to get the Habs ahead in this one, but Connor Hellebuck makes a big save at the buzzer, and then he skates off to the dressing room, and yeah, he ain't looking too friggin' happy here, I'll tell you that. The look that man had on his face is kind of like when you watch your cat put its paw in the aquarium and just slap the shit out of your favorite fish and kill it. Yeah. What the hell, guys? And now we're on to the third period here, and at the beginning of the period, it felt as if the Habs were going to take their foot off the gas pedal here. They iced the puck quite a few times in a row, but hey, the Jets don't really pounce on any of these opportunities, and the Habs begin tilting the ice the other way again. We get all the way down to midway through the third period here with only 10 minutes left to go. The Habs are now shooting the Jets 30-17 and have been in complete control of the whole game. I even began to feel a little confident that maybe, just maybe, they can win this one. The Habs then get a partial power play, they get some time in the zone, and Jeff Petrie gets the puck over to Nick Suzuki, who blasts another wrist shot. This one he connects, and it beats Connor Hellebuck, giving the Habs a 4-3 lead. Right after the next face-off, the Jets get some pressure, and they just start piling it on for the remainder of the period. Joel Armia skates out with the puck at one point, and he gets absolutely rocked into the boards in the Jets zone. Yeah, didn't look good at all. He left the game right after, and that's a shitty one for the Habs, obviously, with as many injuries as they have right now. Armia did have a concussion earlier this season, and I don't know about you guys, but he didn't look too good to me when he left the ice. The Jets get their net empty, and it's Tyler Toffoli backhanding the puck down towards the empty net and getting his 26th goal of the season as the Habs win this one by a score of 5-3. Woo! Wow, that's a big one, boys. That's a big one. Now let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to get back here in like an hour, and I'll have the game preview video up as well. And I'll see you next time, you filthy animals.